What's up guys, welcome to another video where this is going to be full of things that you should already know about, but maybe you didn't. Now there's always some things in here that I try and make sure they are not the most common knowledge things, but most things are going to be things that you should know, but you just maybe didn't. For example, I keep mentioning, and I'm going to mention it right now as well, that you can decant your freaking potions and a few other places as well, like the Max Guild and War's Retreat, and you can use them noted. So guys, if you're stood at the bank manually doing this or not using noted versions, please stop it. But in all seriousness, if you are one of these people, let me know in the comments, because once they stop, then I'm going to stop mentioning it. That being said, let's get into this video where all of them have come from comments in the previous video, because I said I would give a shout out for someone who was the first to send something that I didn't know about myself, and there was a lot of them. So let's get started. Number one is going to take us to the Death's office, the place that I am all too familiar with, because we're going to be taking a look at Reaper points. Now, apparently, you can use Reaper points at Death, which I didn't even know this, and it's probably worth doing. I don't know if I've got enough things though. We'll look at rewards, and if you go to Unlocks, I believe it's going to be in, we can apparently make it so that if we buy the Death support here, we can permanently increase the amount healed from Sign and Portent of Life and Death by 100%. Meaning if you die with a Sign of Life now, which is on your defense cape, if you have that as well, you will get 50% more health back. Like you'll come up with 50% health rather than 25%, which is obviously really good. I didn't know this. This probably would have saved me so many times. The amount of times I've thought to myself, man, Sign of Life's sometimes really pointless at this place specifically, because I come back to life and immediately take that much damage again, and it's just wasted. This would probably have fixed that, so thank you very much. In fact, this would be insanely good as Zamorak, I think. Stop you from, if you get Sign of Life, the execute won't immediately execute you after, because that's just what it seems to do to me. Maybe I'm just bad, but hey, 250 Reaper points probably is worth it at some point, especially if you are finding that nuisance just like me. Okay, so number two is expanding on the world map one that I mentioned in the last video. And I didn't know this either. There's so many in this that I don't already know about. Apparently, if you can't use the map in Death's office. Okay, there's another one. That's a bonus one. But apparently, if you click on the world map here or anywhere, you can click on lodestones and you can teleport. What the frick? How didn't I know this? Okay, so you can just click on lodestones and you can teleport straight there. So what? There's so many things in this game that I have just no idea about, but I mean, that's pretty cool. Be honest in the comments, how many of you guys knew about this? If you didn't know about this, I want you to comment and just say, I had no idea, because I think there's gonna be more people. Like, I'm gonna throw another little bonus one in here, because I've mentioned it in the past, but someone else mentioned it too. You can drag them right from here. You can drag them from here to your action bar. And I knew this, I already knew this one, but I had no idea you could open this up and just use it from the world map. That's really cool. I like that. But also another thing someone mentioned, and I wanted to include it here as well. I think I've mentioned it in the past again, which is why it's on screen, but you can also click on like the dungeon and stuff on some of them. For example, that one didn't work clearly. Like the wilderness one here, I think this one will work. It'll load the next bit of the map for you there. Because the map can be quite confusing with all these little lists. So you can actually just click the thing and it takes you straight to it. But you can teleport to lodestones with the world map. Holy crap. I had no freaking idea. Thank you so much. This is so cool. Okay, so the next comment says, apparently if you come to World 62 and you have a pink dye, which I don't actually have or have unlocked the quest yet, but Jira's here to help us out, you can dye Virago pink. So we're going to quickly take a look. I have never ever seen this before, but we are going to find out. We need to go into the first bit of the fight. Maybe I should get some gear, one sec. Okay, so we're clearly not going to be going for an actual fight. We just want to get in there and dye it just so we can see. But World 62 we are on, and we're now just going to wait for Jir, and then we'll start the thing and see if we can dye it. Hopefully he gets to join at a time. I think he has. All right, there we go. Eat up a little bit. Now we just basically want to survive. Virago, where you at? There we go. Let's see if it works. It does work. What the hell? That's so cool. Well then, we are not sort of built for this at all. But there you go. That's pretty cool. Right, I'm gonna pour out now. But yeah, hey, that's pretty cool. I have heard that before in the past, but I've never actually seen it. So that's the first time I've seen it. Did you guys know this? Let me know in the comments. The next comment says that there's some places in the game, i.e. the Varrock North Bank, I guess it's the north one or the west one or whatever, you can actually surge through certain parts of it to save yourself a little bit of time, which is absolutely true. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to do this properly to show you guys, but I will show you other places that I know work. If not, it did work. There you go. So you can surge directly through that corner there, and it will save you a little bit of time, of course, rather than running all the way around. And it's pretty useful, and it is definitely convenient to know in some places, but it just doesn't just work there. It works in a lot of other places as well. There's actually places in PVM where you'll take advantage of this, like Elite Dungeons specifically is really good for it. You cut through corners and whatnot. But as well, you can even just do it at the Grand Exchange, like here. I think, yeah, you can just go through any random edges. There's not any of them, but a lot of them. It's so weird. I don't know why it does this. Can you even go a little bit further back, maybe, possibly? Yeah, you can dive through it. Sometimes it will say you can't dive through things that you can't walk through, and this is just not true. We know this because we've tried it before. You can't surge through things that you can't walk through, for example. It's going to put us into the wall there, and if you try and dive through the other side, it would say that you can't do this, but we know that there's certain places in the game that you absolutely can do this, so this is interesting. And out of curiosity, what is your guys' most interesting places that you can actually dive through? Mine's probably the fact that it is actually the GE, like, that's a big fail, but you saw before, the GE is pretty interesting because, like, let me just steal the dyes and the party hats that are behind here, please. Jagex, like, there's a purple right there. Just let me take the purple. Why not? The next comment says that we can apparently teleport through the bankers or the Grand Exchange clerks to the other Grand Exchanges in the game. I didn't know this was a thing either. The amount of times I've been stood here and I've gone, oh no, I need to get my Luck of the Dwarves out of the bank so that I can go to the regular Grand Exchange. Apparently, if you talk to these guys, you can click this, go through, and then go, I wish to visit the Varrock Grand Exchange. You can. What the frick? Okay, go. You sure you want to teleport to Varrock? Yes. So we can go from the Max Guild to Varrock. Now, I don't know for sure if this is just available to anybody who has unlocked the Max Guild. I guess it would be because you can only access the Max Guild. But I think you can also go to Prif, someone said as well. So let's talk to this person here and see if we can go to the Prif one, like the actual Prif one, rather than this. In fact, can you only come back here, actually? Oh, you can. Okay, so if we go to Priv, I'm assuming we can come to the regular G. We can't go back and forth, though. We can only go from one of the other Grand Exchanges to Varrock. Let me just double check this for you guys. Check. I wish to visit the Varrock Grand Exchange. Yes. Okay, so we can go from any of the Grand Exchange, it seems, to the regular Grand Exchange. So you don't have to run through the bank and you look at the dwarves. You can just talk to these people and they do it for you. I had no idea this was a thing, but hey, that's pretty cool and convenient. Okay, so the next comment says that apparently if you are using a legendary pet as your actual, like, beast of burden, because you can give the pack yak or whatever to your legendary pet, apparently, you will actually lose the items in the fight and not at Death's Office. Because we already know that if you obviously have a beast of burden like a yak and you go ahead, I need to buy a freaking pouch, and you go ahead and give it items and then die in a thing, it all drops on the floor in Death's Office. Now, if you didn't know this, you're welcome. Pick your stuff up. It's a lot of money, but you can also give these to a thing. Wait, do I need to add a freaking skill for it? Right, 1 second. Okay, so apparently if we give this to our familiar here and transform to a beast of burden, now we can give this some items. So we're just going to give it like 10 rock tails or something. I could just give it 1, but you know, for the sake of the video, we'll do this. And then if we die now, apparently we just lose the food. It doesn't go on Death's Office. So we're going to go and commit suicide over here to, let's say, let's make this like Carapack or something, a little bit quicker. We Carapack, we go through, and then we'll see if we actually get our stuff back. Because I've got a feeling that we're not going to. I believe everything people tell me on comments because it's always absolutely true, especially the ones that hurt my feelings. And then we're just going to see what happens here. Wait for this to come down. Come on. All right, kill us off. I hope I don't have anything here that's going to, like, be bad to die with. I don't think so. I don't lose anything. I don't lose my Grace of the Elves, or do I? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I better not lose these. These took a while to get. I know it's only 83, but man, not quick. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we keep our familiar things or not. What the frick? You did lose it all. Wait, did he go to Death's Office or not? Okay, take 2. Let's rejoin and get back in there. This time we should definitely see Death's Office because we have wealth on us, and we're going to have to buy it back, so it's going to cost me a bit of GP, but not too much. Okay, moment of truth. 10 rocktails in the legendary pet, which is called Tiny apparently. Does it arrive on Death's Office floor? It does not. Okay, so if you are using a Beast of Burden, don't use it with a legendary pet. Use it regularly, because if you die, you can lose everything. That's actually really damn good. Thank you for sharing that. I am actually quite impressed that that's even a thing. But there you go. This next one I can't really test because I am not a lower level in woodcutting, but apparently if you go ahead and add the rune hatchet to your tool belt straight away, it'll give you all of the previous tiers of hatchets until rune. I didn't know this was a thing. I don't really know anything about skilling. Did you guys know this one? I mean, this is freaking epic. You can see this one has 25 likes. I'm not surprised. This is very impressive. Thank you for pointing this out. This could be incredibly helpful for some people. If anyone else can think specifically of really useful tips like this one for newer players or returning players who are starting a new account, please do comment them below, or if you have the time, maybe chuck me some on Discord, and I will make a video specifically for new and returning players on lower levels where tips like this can be helpful, because this would be insanely time saving for someone who wants to go ahead and do that. Like, instead of getting every single hatchet, you're going to save money as well, and you're going to save loads of time. It's just, I don't know, this is just really good. So thank you very much, you absolute legend. And if you can think of more, comment them down below. Now that I've backed up from my mic to a normal amount of distance, I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, then please do leave a like, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel. I am very much enjoying the amount of you subscribing lately. I very much appreciate it. That being said, there's still less than 50% of you who are subbed. And also, if you want to support the channel, while ad revenue is like all over the freaking place right now, I don't know. But if you do want to support the channel, but also get like 12 videos, I think, and more to come as well, that you haven't seen or will not see unless you're there, you can drop $1 over on Patreon and you will get access to all of that as well. There'll be a link for that in the description if you're interested, or you can join as a channel member and get like emotes and stuff, and also early access to videos whenever I post them. With that being said, channel members and current patron subs as well, I appreciate all of you so much. You genuinely are keeping the channel going, so thank you. Other than that, I will catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.